Hello friends. Chennagidira? Okay. I don't know Kannada, but this presentation will be in English. I hope everybody can understand. It's very in simple English. So I hope everybody will understand and learn a lot more about what is full moon and why do we celebrate full moons. Patriji has given lots of importance on full moons, isn't it, my dear friends? So we all meditate on full moon days. Across the globe, all PSSM masters all sit together and meditate on full moon nights from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. every full moon, isn't it? So let us now understand the concept of full moons as to what is the importance of a full moon and why do we celebrate full moons. Let's delve deeper into this subject. Let us know more. And this particular subject has been taken from Wisdom of the Zodiac book written by 𝗕𝗵𝗆. So this is his wisdom. Can we have the next slide, please? Okay. So we are told that the exact moment of the full moon, when the sun shines its rays on the moon. Okay? When the sun shines its rays on the moon, that is when the full moon happens. It shines more on the moon. Okay? So how does the moon get its light? From the sun, right? It doesn't glow by itself. The moon gets its light from the sun. So the full moon, when it happens, the sun shines its rays on the moon in the maximum degree. In the maximum degree. So that we get the full moon. Alright? So it's the sun's light which shines on the moon, and that's why we get the full moon. Okay? So the moon's influence on the earth is its lowest. So when the sun is shining more on the moon's effect becomes the lowest. So it's the sun's rays which are falling on the full moon, and it's the sun which is coming to us, not the moon. Apart from the full moon day, the full moon influences us. The moon influences us. But on the full moon day, it's the sun's rays which falls on the moon that influences us. So as a result, cosmic currents bringing inspiration, impressions and revelations are able to reach the earth more directly. Why do we meditate on full moons? So that they reach us more directly. We can get the higher contacts more well when we meditate on full moons. సో ఎప్పుడైతే మనకి ఫుల్ మూన్ వస్తుందో, సన్ రేస్ అంటే సూర్యుడి కిరణాలు ఎప్పుడైతే మూన్ మీద పడుతుందో అది ఎక్కువ ప్రభావితం చేస్తుంది. సన్ రేస్ ఎప్పుడైతే పడుతుందో ఆ సన్ రేస్ మనకి ఎఫెక్ట్ ఇస్తుంది. దానివల్ల ఆ సన్ రేస్ పడినందువల్ల ఫుల్ మూన్ వస్తుంది. ఫుల్ మూన్ వచ్చినందువల్ల మనకి హయ్యర్ కాంటాక్ట్స్ తోటి మనకి ఇన్స్పిరేషన్స్, ఇంప్రెషన్స్, రెవల్యూషన్స్ అన్నీ వస్తాయి మనకి. సో దట్ ఈస్ ఫుల్ మూన్. వాట్ ఈస్ ఫుల్ మూన్? ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ద light which is coming from the moon. It is the light which is coming from the sun falling on the moon and then giving it to us. Okay? This is all pure science. Next slide, please. So these cosmic currents accumulate around the sun and the sun focuses them on the solar system. So it basically is the sun. The sun focuses is on the solar system. And the earth's full moon time, the sun is better able to transmit these currents and uplifting energies to the earth. So manaki appudu we get uplifted, we get enlightened, we get wisdom, we get higher contacts on that day. All right? So at this moment, the disciples of the world, disciples ante manam, students of enlightenment, students of wisdom, okay, we all can contact these energies, absorb them in our centers and later distribute in our activities. So ఇలాంటి సమయంలో ఫుల్ మూన్ ఎనర్జీస్ మనం తీసుకుని మనం ఇంకించుకొని మనందరికీ పంచొచ్చు. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ది కాస్మిక్ కరెంట్స్ కమింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద సన్ టు ద మూన్ అండ్ దెన్ టు ది ఎర్త్. సో దట్ ఈస్ ది ఫుల్ మూన్. నెక్స్ట్ స్లైడ్ ప్లీజ్. So in order to take advantage of the full moon opportunity, we need to prepare ourselves. Okay? And we prepare ourselves for the full moon for 5 days. Okay? What are those 5 days? The 2 days before the full moon is called preparation. The full moon day or night is called the contact. The 2 days after the full moon is called the radiation. So 5 days celebration will be done on every full moon, every month. సో 5 రోజుల మనకి పండగ, ఫుల్ మూన్ పండగ. 2 రోజుల ముందర దాన్ని ప్రిపరేషన్ అంటారు, అంటే తయారవడం అనమాట. ఫుల్ మూన్ రోజు కాంటాక్ట్ అవుతాం వాళ్ళతోటి. దాని తర్వాత ఏం చేస్తాం, ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యి కాంటాక్ట్ అయినాక మనం ఏదైతే తీసుకున్నామో అది అందరికీ ఇస్తూ ఉంటాము. దట్ ఈస్ రేడియేషన్. వి రేడియేట్ అవర్ కాంటాక్ట్ విత్ ది హయ్యర్ ఫోర్సెస్ టు ఎవ్రీబడి ఆన్ ఎర్త్. సో we prepare, we contact, and then we radiate. That is the full moon night concept. Are you understanding? Or let me know if you're not able to understand, I'll repeat it. Okay? So మెల్లిమెల్లిగా కొంచెం తెలుగులో కూడా చెప్తున్నాను, so that you'll all understand better అని చెప్పి. సో ఆల్ రైట్. సో ప్రిపరేషన్, కాంటాక్ట్, రేడియేషన్ ఈ 3 ఖచ్చితంగా ఉండాలి. ఫస్ట్ మనం ఫుల్ మూన్ నైట్కి మెడిటేషన్కి ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వాలి. ఎలా ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వాలి? క్వశ్చన్ మార్క్. ఎస్, హౌ టు ప్రిపేర్ ఫర్ ద ఫుల్ మూన్ నైట్. సో లెట్ us go step by step, preparation, contact and radiation. How these 3 things can happen or should happen. Next slide please. So our first step is preparation. So the preparation for the full moon is physical, emotional and mental. On these 3 levels we need to prepare ourselves. So that is how we need to prepare for the full moon day or night. So in a sense we are like an electric wire that will be connected to a tremendous powerhouse. Full moon night is powerhouse, isn't it? Powerhouse of energy, lots of energy, lots of cosmic energy. So we are like an electric wire that will be connected to a tremendous powerhouse of energies at the time of the full moon. Okay? మనందరం వైర్స్ లాంటి వాళ్ళం. వైర్స్ ఛార్జ్ అవ్వడానికి వైర్స్ కరెక్ట్గా ఉండాలా లేదా? ఎస్. సో అలాగా మనము ఒక వైర్ లాంటి వాళ్ళం. వైర్లు ఛార్జ్ ఎప్పుడైతే మనకి కరెంట్తో కనెక్ట్ అవుతామో అప్పుడే మనము ఛార్జ్ అవుతాము. సో వీ నీడ్ టు బీ ఛార్జ్డ్, వీ నీడ్ టు be ready, we need to prepare ourselves. Okay? And the next slide please. And the wire needs to be clean and conductive. We have to be clean and be ready to receive that contact, to be able to contact that. Our physical, emotional and mental natures need to be clean, need to be conductive, need to be ready to take that energy. And then to have a purified nature, we have to purify ourselves. Every full moon is an opportunity to purify yourself, to clean yourself, to make your nature pure. స్వచ్ఛంగా చేసుకోవాలి. ప్రతి ఒక్క ఫుల్ మూన్ కూడా మనని మనము స్వచ్ఛంగా చేసుకునే ఒక అవకాశము ప్రతి ఒక్క ఫుల్ మూన్, ఏ ఫుల్ మూన్ కూడా ఎవరు కోల్పోకూడదు. ఓకే? సో and the wire does not overheat or become damaged. Ante damage, we should not damage or overheat it. Okay? If dish is overcooked, can we eat it? Can we eat it? ఏదన్నా కూర మాడిపోయింది అనుకోండి, తినగలమా మనం? అది కరెక్ట్గా వండాలి కదా. సో we have to prepare ourselves in a correct way so that it doesn't get damaged or gets overheated. We have to make ourselves ready, our physical, emotional and mental natures. And then only a nature that is healthy, clean and strong can carry the current of higher powered energy to all the parts of your house, to your organs, to your glands, to your nervous systems, everything. It takes the energy to everything in your body, in your physical nature, in your emotional nature and your mental nature. So that is how it works. Okay? Then, and even the etheric level of yours. So next slide please. So physical body, how can we prepare our physical body? Physical body ni ela manam prepare cheyali? Okay? Physical body can be prepared by proper rest. Okay? Rest is the only thing where we can prepare our physical body. So, rest is essential for the etheric centers and the nervous system. And while you when you rest, many poisons that are accumulated in our physical body will be released, will be eliminated when you rest. Okay? So, what is rest? By advising not to drink alcohol, smoke cigarettes, or use any kinds of drugs or sexual activities during this time. 5 days. 5 days, none of these things should happen. Okay? And then such substances reduce the sensitivity of the physical mechanism. And in order to absorb and radiate the currents of inspiration from the full moon time, the physical body must be completely free of all poisons. So no poison should be there in our body for 5 days. That is how we prepare our physical body. Okay? Next slide, please. And then, how to prepare our emotional body? How to prepare our emotional nature? So there is also emotional preparation. Our goal is to make the emotional body a pure conductor of cosmic energies. Manaki cosmic energies kavala odda? Vachi mana emotional nature ni pure cheyala odda? Daniki mana emotional nature ni ready chesukovala odda? Chesukovali. Ela chesukovali? How? How should we make our emotional body or emotional nature ready for the cosmic energies to come inside us and evolve us or uplift us? How? And if the emotional nature is not pure and sensitive, it distorts the incoming energies and creates disturbances in our lives. It creates disturbances in our lives if we are not emotionally ready. And what are the emotions that we need to eliminate from our emotional body? They are, next slide please. They are fear, anger, hatred, jealousy, revenge and desire. So when we remove all these emotions from our emotional body, then we are able to get connected to the cosmic energies very beautifully. Very naturally, very nicely we can contact. So we need to eliminate all the garbage that is there in our emotional nature. And what is that garbage? Hatred, jealousy, anger, fear, revenge and desire. Okay? So all desires result from an attachment to a form rather than to the life within the form. So this teaches us detachment also, isn't it? So we need to be detached as well. So of course you cannot eliminate all the disturbing, isn't it? We can't do it all at once. Jealousy, one time it will go? No. Hatred, will it go one time? Fear, oh my God, fear. Will it go one time? No. Anger, we are angry all the time. Will it go at one time? One full meditation? Will it go? Miracles can happen. But we need to have consistent practice of meditation on every full moon night to purify our emotional nature. So when we remove all these elements from our emotional nature, that is when our emotional body will be pure and can get connected easily to the higher centers. Okay? And so ప్రతి సంవత్సరం ప్రతి నెల మనం ఎప్పుడైతే ధ్యానం చేస్తూ ఉంటామో ఫుల్ మూన్ డే ధ్యానం చేస్తుంటామో మనలో ఉన్న ద్వేషం కానీ ఈర్ష్య కానీ అసూయలు కానీ క్రోధం కానీ కోపం కానీ భయాలు కానీ ఇవన్నీ మెల్లిమెల్లిగా తగ్గించుకుంటూ పోతుంటే మన ఎమోషనల్ బాడీ క్లీన్ అయ్యి ఆ హయ్యర్ కాంటాక్ట్ తోటి రెడీగా ఉంటుంది, ప్రిపేర్ అవుతుంది. సో దట్ ఈస్ హౌ వీ ప్రిపేర్ అవర్ ఎమోషనల్ నేచర్. Okay, next slide please. Then mental preparation. How do we prepare our mind? How do we prepare mentally for the full moon? Okay, so next there is preparation of the mental nature. The first thing you must do to is to try to eliminate your showing off and vanity. We show off too much, isn't it? Oh, I am so enlightened. Oh, I am this. I am a great person. I am the best person. So we show off so much which we are not. What is vanity? Vanity is, oh, I show that, okay, Parinitha is such a great person, but actually I am not. I tell that I have so many talents, but maybe I have just one or two, or maybe none. Why do we show off? Why are we so vain? Why do we have so much of vanity in us? If we remove these two things, show off and vanity, then we clean our mental nature. Then we purify our mental nature. Then we prepare our mental body for the full moon. షో ఆఫ్ అండ్ వ్యానిటీ అంటే ఏంటండి? షో ఆఫ్ అంటే చూపించుకోవడం. నేను ఎంత గ్రేటో తెలుసా అని చూపించుకోవడం. నాకు ఎన్ని టాలెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయో తెలుసా? ఉండొచ్చు, ఒకటో రెండో ఉండొచ్చు, లేకపోయి ఉండొచ్చు. 10 ఉన్నాయని చెప్పుకోవడం, ఒకటో రెండో లేకపోతే లేకుండా పోవడం. అందరికీ చూపించుకోవడం, నేను ఎంత గ్రేటో తెలుసా అని చూపించుకోవడం. ఓకే, సో వై దట్ షో ఆఫ్? వై దట్ వ్యానిటీ? When you remove these two things from your mental natures, you will be ready for the contact for at the full moon time. Okay? So, to think you can do everything when in fact, you can only do a few things. And vanity is an attitude of inflated self-importance. Self-importance. Enti self-importance ante? Self-importance ante enti? What is self-importance? Answers, please. Huh? Individuality. Individuality is different. Self-importance is different. Huh? I didn't understand, sir. Self-importance, sir. I am important. Self-importance. Ego. Ego is different, self-importance is different. I'll tell you why. Because vanity is an attitude of inflated self-importance in which you fall in love with yourself. You're obsessed with yourself. You can love yourself, but you can't be obsessed with yourself, with your personality. Isn't it? So we need to say that, okay, what is self-importance? Self-importance is, I am important to myself. I need not be important to everyone here. I need not be important to my family. I need not be important to this group. I need not be important to you. I am important for myself. My health is important for myself. My sanity is important for myself. My enlightenment is important for myself. My meditation is important for myself. So I am important for myself. I need not be important for you. I need not be important for you. So, when I seek importance in your eyes, that is vanity. Okay? ఎప్పుడైతే నేను మీ కళ్ళల్లో కూడా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అని చూసుకోవాలనుకుంటానో అప్పుడు వ్యానిటీ వస్తుంది, అప్పుడు షో ఆఫ్ అని స్టార్ట్ అవుతాయి. మీ కళ్ళల్లో నేను ఇంపార్టెంట్గా అంటే నేను షో ఆఫ్ చేసుకుంటాను. చూడు నేను ఎంత గ్రేటో, ఐఎమ్ సో గ్రేట్, యునో I can do this, I can do that. So that I become important in your eyes. I am important to myself, but I need not be important in your eyes. Let us learn that, so that we don't get into the trap of this pleasing people and all other sorts of traps. Okay? So, vanity means to be attached to your shell instead of your real self. Vanity means attachment to your shell. లోపల షెల్ తోటి అటాచ్మెంట్ ఉంటుంది, కానీ నిజంగా మీతో మీరు అటాచ్డ్గా లేరు. పైన పటారం లోన లోటారం, ఆ లోటారంతో మీకు అటాచ్డ్గా ఉన్నారు. సో లెట్ us be attached to our real self rather than our shell. Okay? So let us be yourself. Be yourself. Don't try to be someone else. Don't try to be something else which you are not. మీరు కానిది మీరు చూపించుకోకండి, మీలో లేనిది మీరు చూపించుకోకండి, మీరు ఉన్నది ఉన్నట్టుగా చెప్పండి. బీ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. షో వాట్ యు యాక్చువల్లీ ఆర్. బీ వాట్ యు యాక్చువల్లీ ఆర్. బీ హూ యు యాక్చువల్లీ ఆర్. No masks. Wonderful. This is even better, isn't it? Okay, is the live still going on? Yeah, okay, wonderful. So next we have another slide, please. Next slide. Okay, so why must such disturbing traits be eliminated from your nature? Enduku manam ee disturbances anni tiyaseyali? Enduku? Why? If they are not eliminated, every time you receive a higher energy, it will stimulate your negative traits. So whenever you sit and meditate, okay, these high energies will stimulate your negative traits. Hatred inka ekkuvaitundi, anger inka ekkuvaitundi. Unnadi ekkuvaitunda, lenది ekkuvaitunda? Unnadi ekkuvaitundi kada. So whatever you have inside will be stimulated. It will become more and more and more. So what you have will become more. So I want to ask you, what do you have in you? What do you have in you? So that you stimulate it. Do you have negative traits or positive traits? Everybody will say positive traits. Nobody will agree that I have negative traits, isn't it? So what you have in you will be stimulated. That is why healing your or purifying your mental nature, emotional nature, physical nature is very, very important for every full moon. Okay? So, no, go back. So if you have seeds of weeds in your flower garden, the water and sunlight make them sprout and grow, sometimes faster than the flowers grow. Okay, you have a garden. You have nice flowers, nice vegetables, nice fruits. In that garden, you have unnecessary plants, weeds. Okay? When you pour water into those weeds, will they also grow or will they die? Huh? They will also grow, no? So do we want flowers or waste plants? So then water only those flowers which you want to grow, not those which you don't want. So better option is, don't have any weeds only. Don't have any unwanted plants only. Right? So maniki panikirani మొక్కలు ఉండడం అవసరమా? ఫ్లవర్స్, వెజిటబుల్స్ అలాంటి మొక్కలు ఉండడం అవసరమా? మనకి ఏదైతే నీళ్లు వేస్తామో అది పెరుగుతుంది. మీలో ఉన్నదే కదా పెరుగుతుంది. మీలో లేనిది ఎలా పెరుగుతుంది? మీ గార్డెన్లో ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయి? వాట్ ఆర్ ఆల్ దేర్ ఇన్ యువర్ గార్డెన్? దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ఈస్ మోర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. So water those plants which you want to grow. Okay? So if you are in your mental nature or in your emotional nature, your fear, anger, greed, jealousy, revenge, all these things, those will grow. That is what science says. I am not saying anything. Okay? So next slide, please. So then, after preparation, we contact. What do we contact? Whom do we contact? Which is the full moon day, which is now, which is tonight. What is tonight and what do we contact? So a contact can be a breakthrough in your nature. Ante mana prakrutilo kuda changes ravachu, adi kuda contact. We can have a breakthrough in our nature, like we become very purified. That is very great. We get a breakthrough in our nature, in your talk, in your speech, in your behavior, in your thinking, everything. That's a breakthrough. So it can be contact with your higher self, with a vision within you or a future within you. And the future within you is beyond what you now call yourself. So meelo vision enti? Me future enti? What is the future that you want to see? What is the vision that you have within yourself? That is the contact. That is the contact. And so maybe the contact will be with your soul, with your master, with your ashram, with the cosmic energy or cosmic being. Evaraina indochu dintlo. మీ ashram toti, it can be for your ashram, with your master, with your overself, with your super self, It can be a contact with anyone, my dear friends. So if you want this contact, be prepared for it. If you don't want this contact, don't be prepared, no problem. But I know that everyone wants this contact, isn't it? Yes or no? So let's be prepared first. From the next full moon onwards, let's be prepared for these things. Preparation is very, very important. And so then, or with your ashram, with the cosmic energy or cosmic being, and you can come in contact with the hierarchy, you can contact the Christ, the Master, or anyone you really love. And contact means to go beyond yourself. Beyond yourself. Neekante inka mundariki velladam adi contact ante. So how are you going to go beyond yourself? How are you going to contact them? If we are full of garbage inside, how? How? Will a honeybee go to a flower, or will a honeybee go to a leaf? Flower. So let's flower. Then the honeybee will come to us automatically. That is how contact happens. We have to be ready for the contact. Then the contact will happen. Let's become the flower. Let's blossom and let the masters give us contact. Let the masters open their doors for us to greet us. Oh, master, I have been waiting for you. Where are you all these days? Come. Let's come in contact. So that is how we need to contact them. So next slide, please. And the exact moment of the full moon is a very sacred moment. Very sacred. Nijamaina contact, we meditate from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m., right? This is a very beautiful moment. Beautiful time for us. We take it for granted. We take it so very granted. Please don't take it for granted. This is a very beautiful moment. This is very sacred. పవిత్రమైన టైం ఇది మనకి ధ్యానం చేయడానికి కాంటాక్ట్ అవ్వడానికి వాళ్ళతోటి ఏదో చేద్దామని చేయకండి be wanting the contact with the higher masters, want it, need it. So that is how you get in contact with the higher masters, which changes your complete nature outside. Your inner nature will reflect on your outer nature. That is how change happens. So you must make a retreat to the chamber within you and say, I want to contact you. I am looking for you. Where are you? Where are you, master? I need your guidance. I want to contact you. మనందరికీ కాంటాక్ట్ చేయాలని ఉందా హైయర్ మాస్టర్స్కి? లేదా? ఉందా? లేదా? వినపడట్లేదు. అందరికీ లేదనుకుంటా, అందరు ఆన్సర్ చెప్పట్లేదు. ఉందా లేదా? ఓకే, కొంచెం వాయిసెస్ పెరిగినాయి. ఓకే, సో we all need that contact. We all need that guidance, inner guidance from a master, from our guru, from our own self. So that is how we contact. The next slide, please. And you can have that higher contact. You may feel an electrical charge in your body. Okay, sometimes do you feel that electrical charge in your body? Oh my God, I have received so much of cosmic energy. I contact that great master, isn't it? We feel that charge, we feel that rush within us. Wow, that's an amazing thing that I felt today. Okay? I want everyone to write down your full moon day experiences. After you meditate, please take a journal and write down your experiences. Please. Can you do that? For yourself. Not for me or not for anybody else. You are doing this for yourself. Record your full moon day experiences. That will be really helpful to you. So, then when you return to your home or office, you will see things from a different light. You will not take anything personally. How many of us still take things personally? How many of us still take things personally? Does meditation change our nature or not? Yes? So should it reflect on our outside world? Yes or no? Then why is it still not reflecting? Why are we still taking things personally? Why are we still getting hurt for small, small things? Why are we crying for small, small things? Why? Why are we more worldly focused? Objects, attachment. Why? Have we ever questioned ourselves on this? Let us stop taking things personally. Please read the book, The 4 Agreements by 𝗏𝗵𝘆 Please read it. Do not take anything personally is one of the agreements. Please read that book. The 4 Agreements by 𝗏𝗵𝘆 Okay? And then things will not bother you as much anymore and you will not take things personally. So, బయట ఏం జరుగుతున్నా మీకంత అనిపించదు, పర్సనల్గా తీసుకోవాలనిపించదు. It's okay, it's part of the nature. It's going on. Patriji has said one thing one time. If it happens, let it happen. If it stays, let it stay. If it's going, let it go. Unte undani, vaste rani, pote poni. So is that the state now that we have? Yes or no? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But when we meditate, it will be constant. That state will be constant. It will not depend on external circumstances. It will always depend on inner circumstances. Okay? So spiritual concepts do not depend on external circumstances. It depends on your inner circumstances. If you evolve, everything will look differently to you. You will be different. You will change. You will transform. You will have transmuted into something else, greater. And then next slide, please. Next slide. Okay. As the charging process increases full moon after full moon, you will develop a holistic approach to life and all events. Okay? So charging, when it happens more and more, every full moon if you meditate, you prepare yourself for the first 2 days, you get contact on that full moon day and you radiate it. All these 5 days, it will change your life forever. It will change your thinking process. It will change your emotional nature. It will change your physicality on a different level, my dear friends. So do you want to change or not? Do you want to accept that change or not? Or are you staying rigid? No, I want to stay like this only, but I want to meditate. I'll meditate, but I'll stay like this only. I don't want to change my beliefs. I don't want to change my habits. I don't want to change myself. I don't want to do something new. I don't want to accept new ideas. I don't want to think differently. Why? Why be so rigid? Why can't be flowing like water? Be like water. Energy is flowing. Energy is never stagnated, isn't it? So why can't we be like energy? Cosmic energy. We are not matter, isn't it? Are we matter or are we energy? Or should energy be flowing or should energy be rigid? Then why are we not flowing? Let meditation uplift you. Accept it. Allow meditation to uplift you, evolve you, change you, transform you, transmute you. Allow it to happen. Don't stand in your own way. Don't stand in your own way. మీకు మీరే అడ్డంగా నిలబడకండి. Don't stand in your own way. Don't stand in your own way to change, to transform, to accept, to forgive, to be inclusive, to do service, to be sacrificial, everything. To be loving, to be joyful, to be happy. Don't stand your own way. So you will develop a very sharp intuition. Intuition ante enti? What is intuition? When you connect with your heart, that is when intuition flows. When you meditate, you shut your mind and you get connected to your heart. So when you really get connected to your heart, that is when your intuition starts flowing and you'll listen to your heart. You'll start listening to your heart. ఎప్పుడైతే ధ్యానం చేస్తామో అప్పుడు మన హృదయానికి మనం కనెక్ట్ అవుతాం. కనెక్ట్ అయినప్పుడు ఇంట్యూషన్ అనేది మనకి స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది, ఫ్లో అవ్వడము, మెసేజెస్, హయ్యర్ కాంటాక్ట్స్, ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్ వెన్ యూ get connected to your heart. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఆర్ వి ఆల్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్? ఎస్? నో? థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఓకే. So you will become a source of freedom and goodness for other people. Are you a source of freedom and goodness for other people? All round the clock. All round the clock. 365 days. Every time. Are we being a source of freedom and happiness and joy and love and everything for others? Are we an inspiration for others? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Okay? So let meditation make it happen 100%. Will you allow it? Please allow it for yourself. Don't stand in your own way. Okay? So what will you do with this higher energies that you receive at the full moon time? Well, that is the question now. So what will you do with the energies? Okay, you are prepared for the full moon. You contacted. Next what? Huh? I got cosmic energy. Lots of cosmic energy. Now what should I do with these energies? How? How do I radiate? By sharing the happiness. Okay? Very good. By acting. I didn't understand, sir. By acting properly. By doing work. Okay? Service. Okay? And seva. Service, seva. Same thing. That's it? No more answers? Huh? I don't know Kannada, I'm sorry. Huh? Yes, sharing with everyone, whatever we get. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, next slide please. And now how do we radiate is the question. So on the first and second days after the full moon, okay, you must radiate these energies to your surroundings. Okay, to your surroundings. Whether you like a person or not, radiate it. Okay, whether you hate that person or not, radiate it. Whether you are jealous with that person or not, radiate it. Whether you are angry with that person or not, radiate it. Irrespective of your emotional quotient. Okay? So you will do this with utmost solemnity and love, spreading these energies through your, how? Through your, how? Through your thoughts. Okay? So you must send peace, beauty, harmony and unity everywhere. Wherever you go, you spread this love, you spread this peace, you spread this harmony, you spread this friendship with everyone you meet. You radiate it out. Okay? So proclaiming through your thoughts that we are all human beings and we want to live together in goodwill on this planet. So we are all human beings. We are all the same, isn't it? Aren't we all the same? Manandram okate kada? Okate kada manandram? Manandramo andartoti premaga, sahrudayanga, sneha bhavanga undala anukuntunnara leda? Mari untunnama leda? మీకు ఎవరైతే బాధ పెట్టారో వాళ్ళతో కూడా ఉండండి. మీకు ఎవరి మీద ద్వేషం ఉందో వాళ్ళతో కూడా ఉంటున్నారా? మీకు ఎవరి మీద కోపంగా ఉందో వాళ్ళ మీద కూడా ఉంటున్నారా? మీరు ఎవరితోటైతే అసూయ ఉంటున్నారు వాళ్ళతో కూడా ఉంటున్నారా? దట్ ఈస్ ద క్వశ్చన్. నాకు నచ్చిన వాళ్ళతోనే ఉంటా, నాకు నచ్చిన వాళ్ళతో కూడా ఉండాలి. దట్ ఈస్ రియల్ ఇంక్లూజివ్నెస్. అది నిజమైనది. Be like sun, my dear friends. The sun shines equally in all the people, isn't it? Be like the sun. సూర్యుడు అనేవాడు అందరి మీద ఒకే రకంగా ప్రకాశం పంచుతాడా, లేకపోతే ఒక్కొక్కరికి ఒక్కొక్కలాగా ప్రకాశం పంచుతాడా? మరి సూర్యుని చూసి ఏం నేర్చుకుంటున్నాం మనం? సూర్యుడిలాగా ఉందాం. Be like the sun, shining your light on everybody, every plant, every animal, through on the entire earth. There's a saying, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Right? Can we say it 3 times? All of us together. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. ఎవరికైతే చెప్పట్లేదో వాళ్ళకు వద్దా లోక సమస్త సుఖినో భవంతు? చెప్పాలి. దట్ ఈస్ యువర్ వాయిస్, యువర్ క్రియేటివిటీ. యువర్ రేజింగ్ యువర్ ఎనర్జీస్ ఫర్ ద లోకం. సే ఇట్. లోక సమస్త సుఖినో భవంతు. లోక సమస్త సుఖినో భవంతు. లోక సమస్త సుఖినో భవంతు. That is creativity. Voice is your creativity. Your voice is your energy. You are spreading it out. You are radiating it out through the entire world. Entire world. Whether you like some people or not, you are radiating your love for everyone. Every human being. Every animal. Every plant. To the entire Mother Earth. So that is how you radiate things, my dear friends. Irrespective of anything. Oh, I want only Indians to be happy. No. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Right? Not only a few animals to survive on this planet. All the animals should be happily living on this planet, isn't it? That is why Patriji says, don't kill. Non-killing of animals. Be a vegetarian. He says, no meat, no fish, no eggs. And I say, no milk, no honey also. Okay? So that is how we radiate our love for every human being, every animal, through the entire Mother Earth. Okay? So, next slide please. So you must broadcast. In WhatsApp we have broadcast groups, isn't it? Broadcast groups. We have broadcast groups. So we need to broadcast that love for everyone on this planet. Okay? Be like a broadcast. Be like a satellite for love. Be like a satellite for joy, freedom, abundance, freedom, happiness, sacrifice, service, inclusiveness, gratitude. So many things we can be a satellite of. We can be a source of abundance of all these energies. Can we or can we not? We can? For sure? 100%? Awesome. Okay, so then you must talk about these beautiful concepts. If you're a writer or a musician, okay, you must emphasize them in your work that day. When you meet people, you must bring these ideas to them through a joy or a smile when you say something about how it is possible to create a world in which everyone can live happily on this earth. Do we smile at strangers? Yeah? Give a beautiful smile to strangers. Say hi, hello. How are you doing? How was your day? Did you eat? Patriji always asks, whenever somebody comes to home, he says, did you eat? Go, eat, go. Then we'll talk. Did it happen to you? Yes? He doesn't ask, how are you? What is your day? Nothing. Did you eat? He says, yes. Okay, let's sit, let's talk and meditate. He says, no, go and eat first. First you eat, then we'll talk. So you radiate that love for everyone, my dear friends. No matter who that person is, no matter how that person is, no matter where that person is coming from, no matter which animal it is, no matter which part of the world it is, radiate your love, irrespective of the differences. No differences. No separatism. No, what? Separatism. I am different, you are different. You are from a different nation, I am from a different nation. Your family is different, my family is different. You are of a different color, I am of a different color. You are from a different religion, I am from a different religion. These separatisms are programming us to become more and more violent. Let us become more and more loving. So, to say something about how we can make this earth a heaven for each other, for all of us to live together happily. Next slide, please. So if you do the necessary preparation, you will be able to control these energies, express them creatively, and not become overwhelmed or distorted by them. So, necessary preparation is very essential, then the contact, then the radiation. Please remember this process for every full moon. Meditate for all the 5 days of the full moon, not just one day. Meditate for all the 5 days. So preparation is the process of opening your higher centers and controlling your lower centers. And during the time of preparation, you will turn the lower centers. So how do you, by controlling the lower centers, we uplift the higher centers. How do we control the lower centers? By not gossiping about each other. Do we gossip? Yeah? Do we gossip? Let's be honest, no? Once in a while at least. Once in a while, let's be honest. Arey, he did that, he did this, why is he like that? He didn't do like that. Do we talk like this? Can we put a full stop for this by today? Try. Or do you want to uplift your lower bodies? Do you want to water your lower bodies? You don't want to water your lower bodies, but you want to gossip. How? If you want something, you have to, no pain, no gain. We are not talking about pain here. We are talking about what you really want. If you want something, you have to sacrifice something. And gossip is something which its rightful place is the garbage basket. Don't keep it in this basket. This is not the right basket. That is the right basket. Okay? So gossip, criticism. We criticize everything. We criticize the people, we criticize the government, we criticize policies, we criticize groups, we criticize everything and every damn thing. Why? I am perfect, no? I am perfect. Everybody else is bad, wrong. All doing wrong things. I am perfect. I am the rightful person. I am doing the right thing. I am the only one doing the right thing. Don't criticize. Stop criticizing people or anything or anybody. Stop gossiping about people or anything or anybody. And then, unnecessary talking. You get so much of cosmic energy and you waste your energy by talking unnecessarily, thinking unnecessarily. Do we take cosmic energy to waste it? Or to utilize it properly? Then what are we doing? Okay? And then slander, talking ill about others, judging about others. Next slide, please. So you can also close the center by raising the solar plexus energy into the heart center. So this is a solar plexus. We have 3 centers: mind, heart, and solar plexus. So we need to raise our solar plexus centers to the heart center and make it more loving. So raise these emotions into, the emotionality of the solar plexus should become lovingness. Okay? Not fear, not anger, not jealousy, not greed. It has to become what? What should it become? Are you following? Yes or no? Lovingness. Make it lovingness. Make it loving. Okay? So, the real love of the heart center is the pure understanding of the intuition. Are you connected with your heart? Are you connected with your intuition? Yes, no? Okay. So in addition, you can raise the energy of the sex center to the throat center, which is the center of creativity. So basically, radiation is how you create things. It's all about creativity. How do you want to create the future? How do you want to create yourself? How do you want to create your reality? You create your own reality, Patriji said. How do you want to create your reality? How do you want to create Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu? How? What do you want to create? How do you want to create? When do you want to create? How much do you want to create? You know, we all do financial planning, family planning, career planning, soul planning. When are we going to do that? When are we going to read books and study them and practice them and evolve every day, inch by inch by inch? Why not we move slowly? Okay? Next slide, please. Okay, so if people do not prepare themselves, if I don't prepare myself, then what happens is, the energies come and they say and do stupid things. Have we done stupid things? Have we said stupid things? Yes. Yes, definitely yes. So, and they drive recklessly, they cry and laugh for no reason. Sometimes tears come for no reason. I don't know why I'm crying. I don't know why I'm laughing. Okay? So, for no reason they become angry and make poor decisions and they don't know why. Okay? So, and it is also known that more crimes are committed during the full moon time than at any other time of the month. Psychiatric issues arise during the full moon time because they are not prepared for the full moon energies. The human emotions are on the rise and they do desperate things, they do stupid things because they are not prepared for the full moon energies. And how can we prepare for the full moon energies? As we have already covered it. Physical, emotional, mental natures. Next slide, please. Why is it suddenly becoming red? Okay, all right. So we participate in the full moon period not to become unbalanced, but to go through a purification process every month. So we go through purification process every month. We should. Every full moon should purify you. You should allow it to purify you. Okay? So, what is happening? Okay, thank you for that lovely white moon again. So, we also realize that we can become more responsible in our life. Are we becoming more and more responsible or less and less responsible? Sure? Okay, so that is the greatest achievement that one can make. So if you can make someone a person of responsibility so that he cares for the planet, for human life and for the future of our children, both you and he have had a tremendous breakthrough. Are you worried only about this incarnation? Or many other incarnations? Are you worried only about your children, not your grandchildren? For the future generations to come? How do you want this earth to be? How do you want this earth to be in the next 1,000 years? Do we have a larger vision? Do we have a big picture in our mind? No? Yes. That is responsibility. That is being responsible. You teach your children and your grandchildren about responsibility, about how one's actions will affect the future, how one's energies affect the future. Teach each and every person responsibility by starting with yourself first. Be responsible. Watch your actions, watch your thoughts, watch your words, watch your intentions. Be responsible in all those things. Next slide, please. We have come to the last segment of this today's presentation. I hope everyone is enjoying and learning and more. So how do we observe the full moon? Observing the full moon is very important. Next slide, please. So observing the full moon period is not a religion or a cult practice, but a science. It is a science of energies. This whole thing is completely scientific. Okay? So the great ones were wise enough to utilize the seasons and the cycles of energy in order to achieve personal transmutation and transformation. So if we adjust ourselves to the cycles and seasons of greater universe, we will create harmony between ourselves and the universe. We need to respect the cycles, isn't it? We need to respect the seasons. That is how we evolve. Next slide, please. So full moons are like real estate or bank accounts. Okay? So when do we buy a land? When it's a boom in real estate, isn't it? If you don't buy in that boom, you're called a stupid, you're called a fool, isn't it? So full moons are like real estate or bank accounts, and if you do not take the opportunity of the full moons, you lose greater contacts with the universe and greater contacts with your own soul, and you miss new breakthroughs towards cosmos. Do you want to miss it? So whoever is not saying are saying yes. Do you want to miss it? So all of you are saying yes. మీరందరూ ఎస్ చెప్తున్నారు కదా దీనికి. మీరు మిస్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారా ఈ గ్రేటర్ ఎనర్జీస్ కోసము? యా? నో? ఓకే. All right, some are saying no, some are not voicing out. Maybe they are saying no, I don't know. Okay, next slide, please. So, what is the phenomenon of the full moon? What actually happens in the full moon time? So, this is a scientific thing. So, when the sun hits the face of the moon, that is turned towards us and totally illuminates that face, we call that a full moon. When the sun illuminates the moon, okay, and it's turned towards us and totally illuminates that face, we call that full moon. Full moon only happens for half of the earth, isn't it? Not the full earth, right? So half of the earth, that is called as full moon. So when the earth moves and covers the face of the moon, we say that we are going towards the new moon. And when the sun slowly sheds light and floods the moon with its light, it prevents the moon's radiation from reaching us. The moon has radiation, but its radiation is astral. Astral means emotional. Emotional means astral. Okay? Next slide, please. And the Tibetan master says that the etheric body of the soul has already disappeared and only its astral body remains. The moon's etheric body has already disappeared, it seems. And now what remains is its astral body, which is the emotional body. That is why it influences our emotional body so much. Isn't it? And then, because of this, the moon tremendously influences human emotions. And when the sun hits the moon and pushes back all astral radiation, we are left alone to come to our senses and listen to our inner suggestions. And full moon is the time when we come to our senses. It makes us come to our senses. And we listen to our, what? Inner suggestions. So rest of the time, moon affects us. Full moon time is the sun's radiation comes through the moon. So we come to our senses. Next slide, please. The rays of the sun obliterate that. Okay, we don't have to go this. Next slide, please. So it's a super scientific method to observe the full moon. Observation means, what does observation mean? So observation means to take the opportunity at the full moon time and do the necessary things. What is the necessary thing? What is the necessary thing? Meditation. Meditation is the necessary thing to expand our consciousness, to know what is beyond, to get the contact with the higher masters. So to gain control over your body and eventually to release the light within you. You get the light and you release the light. You're not selfish, right? I want to keep the light within myself only. Do you do that? Nah. You want to spread the light to everyone. That's what we do. That's what we radiate. Next slide, please. So at the full moon time, which lasts only for 12 hours, all of the hierarchy sit down for meditation. So we sit with the hierarchy in meditation. And what's the hierarchy? Hierarchy are the higher masters, the intergalactic masters. All those masters sit in meditation and we sit with them in meditation. That is what happens for 12 hours on every full moon. So they radiate towards humanity a great energy of concepts, ideas, thought forms, love and wisdom. So do you want those thought forms? Do you want those ideas? Do you want their love? Do you want their light? So prepare, contact and radiate. So they radiate their light, love and power toward humanity so that they may help humanity disperse mental, emotional and physical pollutions. Are we polluted? You will say no. Are you polluted? Let's be honest now once in a while. Okay, so that pollutions will go away slowly. We'll release all of that pollutions, all of that waste products and everything will release through these full moons. So that is why full moons are very important, my dear friends. It's very significant for everyone, every human being, to meditate on that day, to prepare, contact and radiate. 5 days of full moon. And then at the full moon time, hierarchy is thus doing a great service for humanity. Hierarchy is doing a great service for humanity. What about you and me? What about you and me? Are we doing a great service for humanity? Yes or no? If no, then let's start doing that. If yes, then that's great. Awesome. Okay? Next slide, please. A second thing happens at the full moon time. There are 3 things which happen. The first thing is that, and the second thing that happens at the full moon is the inner guide or the angel within you, the transpersonal self, tries to do the same thing that the hierarchy is doing. It radiates its love, light and energy. So we need to radiate love, light and energy. That is the second thing that happens at every full moon. We radiate it out. Whatever is increasing in our self on those energy days, are radiating it out. It can be hatred, it can be love also. So what do you want to radiate? What is the question? And the third thing that happens at every full moon is that the one who is watching you, whether it is your teacher, your master, Christ or any great one, sends a line of love to you so that you are attracted to him more closely. Do you want that? Do you want that cable, wire? Yeah. I know everyone wants it. I want it. Everyone wants it. Who doesn't want it? I don't believe any person if he says he doesn't want it. So, it is that the full moon time that the watchful eye may contact you if you are magnetic enough. If you are magnetic enough. Your magnetism should attract them, pull them towards you. Right? So that is the whole science of full moon and how 5 days of full moon, the preparation mode 2 days before the full moon, the contact day on the day of the full moon and the radiation 2 days after the full moon are very, very important and crucial in every human being's lives. Let us take advantage of these full moons, every full moon. Don't miss a single full moon in meditation. Please meditate and allow it to change you, allow it to transform you, allow it to uplift you. Don't become a block for your own evolution. Allow it. Free flowing. Energy is flowing. Water is flowing. You are flowing. You are not matter. You are not this condensed matter. You are energy. So thank you so much, my dear friends, for giving me this opportunity to present to you a wonderful concept of full moons by 𝗕𝗏𝗵𝗆.